Talk about sporting initiatives in sport and development. The first one, we're like the Centre of Excellence initiatives based on football set up to help younger developed players and improve their technical skills as well as sportsmanship in the game. It's part of the FA Fair Game programme, which develops young players through technically high quality coaching sessions. They level all these players at its performance because they compete in mini tournaments. However, they're not quite at the elite level. They don't train every day, and they're not competing in elite tournaments such as the FA Cup, Capital One Cup, or like leagues as well. They're not. The Centre of Excellence mainly focuses on young age groups of boys and girls from under 12s up to under 17s. They take young, gifted athletes and try to make them better so they can go on to play at the elite level. Next one was a community sports and schools department. This initiative is based on getting young people off the streets and getting them into participating in sports. One of the sports they offer is Friday night trampolining sessions, where it's free to attend, which will encourage more young people to go to instead of going out on the streets and doing antisocial behaviour. These sessions are at foundation level, which is open to anyone of any ability, but mainly targets people that don't do the sport very often to help get them into something new and keep them off the streets and help them give them a better chance in the future in sport. The Community Sport and Schools Department mainly focus on young people who are still in education, so sort of primary, from sort of coming towards the end of primary school, so year 5s and 6s, upwards all the way through to perhaps secondary, but they understand that higher end of secondary will be into work, so they're mainly targeting young people. Friday night sessions introduced a new sport which may decide to take in as a part-time as a hobby, which will help get them off the streets and reduce crime rate in young people. The Sporting Giants initiative is based on finding athletes that are already at the elite level, so they're competing at sort of regional competitions and helping them to become better so they can claim more accolades and prizes at the elite level, such as going to the Olympics, which was one of the Sporting Giants' main points. They are specific only in what athletes they'll take on. As for girls, athletes have to be 5'11" or plus, and for men, it has to be 6'3". And if they're aged between 16 and 25, is at that age where they can develop their skills and carry on further in their career in sports. The reasoning behind them for having these height restrictions as a limit, the starting point is that they can participate in Olympic Games for handball, volleyball and rowing, where it's an advantage to have height in all those sports. Sporting Giants mainly focus on taking the best athletes possible, making them better so they have a standard to compete for the Olympic Games, so they can achieve certain accolades and prizes, as well as going off to competing in European championships across the world. This helps and gives them an advantage as they're specifically chosen for sports that will help benefit them to have more accolades into sports. And all these sports have an advantage if you are tall in height and a broader stature.
I had Sporting Giants as well, which was launched in February 2007 by Sir Stephen Redgrave on behalf of UK Sport. They had 4,800 applicants and 3,854 of which met the criteria. So yeah.
I also had Friday Night Leagues. Friday Night League is a participation level league where they get teenagers and just anyone off the streets that haven't played the sport and get them moving about and off the streets. It's a participation level league, and it is run by the Community School and Sports. It has a big influence on teenagers because you see less of them run around in the streets and more on the field. I also had the Centre of Excellence, but for netball, it's a program where they run trials and choose the best netball players. It's a performance level initiative run by the JNA, I think. The aim is to provide a high quality training environment to develop good habits and skills in the young players. They target players aged 11 to 17. Most of the players that go there have played for the Jets, which is a high level team in the Super League. And it also helps people keep fit and healthy, and they also target to keep players off the streets and out of trouble. and also the Sporting Giants is an initiative run by the UK Sport. They're funded by the government, and they identify young people with that are good at playing certain sports such as handball, rowing, and volleyball. The height that they require for the Sporting Giants is 6'3" for men and 5'11" for women. The age limit is from 16 to 25, and the best players that are in Sporting Giants train and end up going to the Olympics and participating in the GB team for handball, volleyball, or rowing. And it is an elite level initiative.
I had Jersey Jets. This is for elite performers who want to get into netball at a high level and then progress into matches at Premier League 3. The provider is Linda Andrews, who's also their coach. Their target group, they range from age 13 plus. They're a very successful team. They're winning the majority of their matches and coming out near the top of the league. I also had Friday Night Leagues, which is a participant level sports group that plays together, especially for fun. They do not take part in competitions. The people who take part in Friday Night Leagues are there for sport and fun. Their target group for Friday Night Leagues are around the ages of teenagers and youth, so around 11 plus. The amount of people that join and take part varies from session to session, as there are specific sports that people are interested in. So they may only show up for those specific ones and not sports that they do not want to play. The whole point of Friday Night Leagues is to get teenagers who may be causing trouble off the streets and getting them into sport and to decrease the amount of crime happening on the streets. States of Jersey are the provider for Friday Night Leagues, meaning they are a public service.
The next one I chose was Centre of Excellence in Jersey football.
Friday Night Leagues and Community Sports School department are very similar, as they both try to get people off the streets and help with their social behaviour.
In this case, Jersey would be an island.
Yeah. They both do various sports, mainly football, and they also do trampoline sessions at a foundation level.